Hello, everyone. A quick joke. There is a man who is late for an important meeting and who's desperately looking for a parking spot in a crowded lot. He looked up to the sky and he said, "Lord, if you give me a parking spot, I promise I'll go back to church again." So all of a sudden, the spot in front of his car became open. He looked back up to the sky and he said, "Lord, never mind, I'll find my own spot." On a different note, have you ever had God lead you in a direction or a certain area that you weren't sure about? I have more than once. And apparently, the calling of teaching is on my life. I taught children's church for 10 years with my husband's help, and I loved it, and I loved the kids, but eventually we got burnt out, so we retired. After that, the Lord led me to teach again, and this time it was teaching the teen class, and it was by myself. And I'm a shy and quiet person, so the thought of teaching teenagers was a little bit intimidating. But I enjoyed this class also, and I've done it for a while. Well, God's not done with me yet. A while back, we had Spirit-filled youth pastors come to our church, and at that time, nobody was teaching the young adult Sunday school class. My pastor approached me about taking over this class, and at first, I thought he lost his marbles. I mean, there was no way that I was teaching adults. There's a big difference in teaching kids and teaching older people. And he just said that the new youth pastor would take over the teen class. Well, so I worried and I prayed and I worried and I prayed some more for several weeks. And I just knew that he didn't know what he was talking about. I mean, this just wasn't me. Well, deep inside, though, I knew that my pastor was probably right, because most of the time when God revealed something to him, he was right. And in the meantime, an evangelist comes to our church, and during the service, he points me out and says that God revealed to him that I should be going further or higher than I've ever been. Well, I knew exactly what he was talking about. He was talking about teaching the young adult Sunday school class. And, of course, my pastor looked back and smiled. And so I guess he's not crazy after all. Well, not about that anyway. So for the past few months, I have been teaching the young adult Sunday school class, and I like it, and I've been told that I do a good job. Although I still get nervous, I know that I'm exactly where God wants me to be. And in closing, I'd like to give you some important advice, which is you can't hide from God.